My girlfriend scoffed. No offense, but my ex had standards. You should learn something from him. I replied, got it. That night, I made one silent change she never saw coming. Next morning, when she opened her door and saw who was waiting behind me, she stepped back like she'd seen a ghost. I'm Lucas, 31, and 2 days ago, my girlfriend told me I should be more like her ex-boyfriend. By the next morning, she discovered exactly what her perfect ex had been hiding from her and why he'd been so eager to help me understand what kind of person she really was. I'd been dating Stephanie for about 10 months. We met through mutual friends at a birthday party, started talking, exchanged numbers. She was 29, worked in interior design, had this confident energy that I found attractive at first. Things moved quickly. We were exclusive within a month, spending most weekends together, talking about taking a trip somewhere warm next spring. But around month 6, something shifted. She started making these little comments. My ex would never wear that shirt to dinner. James always knew exactly what wine to order. You should really update your wardrobe. James had such great style. James this, James that. Always James. At first, I tried to laugh it off. Everyone has a past, everyone has exes they might remember fondly. But the comments kept coming, getting more pointed, more frequent, and they always painted me as somehow falling short of this James guy's standards. 3 months ago, the comparisons got worse. We'd be at a restaurant and she'd say, James would have chosen a better place. We'd be watching a movie and she'd mention how James had better taste. I'd make a joke and she'd say, James was funnier. It was exhausting. Every interaction became a referendum on how I measured up to her ex. I asked her about it once, about 2 months ago. Why are you still so focused on your ex? If James was so perfect, why did you guys break up? She'd waved it off. It just didn't work out. Timing was wrong, but that doesn't mean he wasn't great. You could learn a lot from him, actually. That stung, but I let it go. I figured she'd eventually stop comparing me to someone who wasn't even in her life anymore. Except James was still in her life. Sort of. I discovered this about a month ago when I saw texts on her phone. Not snooping. She'd left it on the couch when she went to the bathroom and a notification popped up. Miss you. Coffee soon? From James. When she came back, I asked about it. You're still in touch with your ex? We're friends. Is that a problem? I guess not, but you talk about him constantly and now you're texting about meeting up? Lucas, you're being insecure. James and I are over. We're just friends. Mature people can do that. I dropped it, but something felt off. 2 nights ago, everything came to a head. We were at her apartment, she was cooking dinner, and I was helping prep vegetables. I'd picked up wine on the way over, nothing fancy. Just a decent bottle from the store. She looked at it and sighed. This is what you brought? Yeah, it's the same kind we had last time. You said you liked it. It's fine, it's just... No offense, but my ex had standards. James would have brought something more thoughtful. You should learn something from him. I stopped chopping. You want me to be more like your ex? I'm just saying he put effort into things. He cared about quality. You just grab whatever's convenient. I grabbed a bottle of wine you said you enjoyed. That's somehow not good enough? Don't be defensive. I'm trying to help you improve. Something snapped in me, not anger exactly, more like clarity. This woman had been comparing me to her ex for months, telling me I wasn't good enough, that I should be more like James, and I was just accepting it. Got it, I said calmly. I'll work on that. She smiled, satisfied. Thank you. That's all I'm asking. We ate dinner, watched TV. She fell asleep on the couch around 10 p.m. I sat there thinking about what she'd said, about all the months of comments, about the fact that she was still texting her ex while telling me I needed to be more like him. Around 11 p.m., I did something impulsive. I pulled up Facebook and searched for James. Found him easily. Stephanie had mentioned his last name enough times that I knew it. James Morrison. Profile was mostly public. I sent him a message. Hey man, this is random, but I'm dating your ex, Stephanie. She talks about you constantly, compares me to you all the time. I'm curious. Why did you guys actually break up? She says it was timing, but I'm getting the sense there's more to the story. I didn't expect a response, especially not at 11 p.m. Nothing came that night. I went home, barely slept, kept checking my phone. Saturday morning around 10 a.m., still nothing. I figured he wasn't going to respond. Why would he? Guy probably wanted nothing to do with Stephanie's drama. Then around 2 p.m., my phone buzzed. Dude, this message is fucking weird. I don't even know you. Why would I talk about my ex with her new boyfriend? Fair point, I wrote back. I know it's weird, but she's been telling me for months I should be more like you, and I just need to know if I'm losing my mind or if there's something real here. 10 minutes, 20, nothing. Then, look man, I don't want any part of whatever's going on between you two, but I will say this. If Stephanie's comparing you to me constantly, that should tell you something. She did the same thing to me with her ex before me. That's all I'm saying. Good luck. I stared at that message for a solid minute. Wait. She compared you to someone else the whole time you were together? Long pause. Then, yeah. The whole fucking relationship made me feel like I was never good enough. I don't want to get into it, but if that's what she's doing to you, get out now. Trust me. Can we meet? Just coffee. I need to understand what I'm dealing with. I really don't think that's a good idea. Please. One conversation. I've been going insane for months, thinking something's wrong with me. Nothing for an hour. I thought I'd pushed too hard. Then, fine, tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. There's a diner called Mel's on Riverside. I'll give you 30 minutes. That's it. And if Stephanie finds out about this, I'm done. I don't need her drama back in my life. Stephanie woke up around midnight, groggy. I'm going to bed. You staying over? Nah, I've got an early morning thing tomorrow. I'll head out. Okay. Text me when you get home. I left, drove home, texted her I was safe, lay in bed thinking about what James might tell me. Update 1, Sunday morning. I got there at 8:50 a.m. James wasn't there yet. I sat in a corner booth, ordered coffee, waited. 9:15. Still nothing. I thought he'd bailed. Then he walked in, looked around like he was checking if anyone followed him, saw me, walked over, didn't sit down. This stays between us. If Stephanie finds out I talked to you, I'm fucking done with this conversation. Clear? Clear. He sat down, ordered coffee, wouldn't make eye contact at first. So she's doing it again, he said. Doing what? The comparison thing. Making you feel like you're not good enough compared to some perfect ex who doesn't actually exist. That's exactly what she's been doing. He laughed, but it sounded bitter. Yeah, she did it to me for a year. Every single day I heard about her ex before me. How he dressed better, made more money, had better taste. I spent the whole relationship trying to measure up to some ghost. Why didn't you just leave? Because she makes you think it's your fault. Like if you just tried harder, you'd be good enough. By the time I realized it was bullshit, I'd wasted a year. What made you finally leave? He looked uncomfortable. I started noticing other things. Little lies, stories that didn't add up. She'd say she was one place, I'd find out she was somewhere else. Money stuff that seemed off. I never got hard proof of anything, but it was enough. I confronted her. She flipped it around like I was the crazy one, and I was done. Do you think she cheated? I don't know. Maybe. Probably. Does it matter? The point is, she's fucking toxic, and if she's doing to you what she did to me, you need to leave. Did you ever find out anything about the ex she kept comparing you to? He shifted in his seat. Yeah, actually. After we broke up, I ran into a mutual friend. Asked about him. Turns out Stephanie was the one who fucked up that relationship, not him. I don't know details, but the friend said Stephanie did something that ended it badly, and then she rewrote history to make him sound perfect so she could use him as a weapon. We talked for maybe 45 minutes. He wasn't comfortable, kept checking his phone, kept saying he needed to leave. "Look, I've told you what I know. What are you going to do?" he asked. "I need to end it, but I can't just ghost her after 10 months. So break up with her. I want to confront her. I want her to know that I talked to you, that I know what she's been doing." He stood up. "Then do that, but leave me out of it. I'm serious. Don't mention my name, don't tell her we met. I don't want her showing up at my place or blowing up my phone." What if you were there when I confront her?" He looked at me like I was insane. "Are you fucking kidding? No, absolutely not. I'm not getting pulled back into her bullshit. She needs to see that I didn't make this up, that you confirmed everything." "Not my problem. I gave you 30 minutes. That's all I owe you." He walked out, left money on the table for his coffee. I sat there feeling like I'd hit a wall. I drove around for an hour, trying to figure out what to do. Then I texted him, "I get it. Thanks for meeting me. But if you change your mind about being there when I talk to her, let me know. I think she needs to hear it from both of us." No response. I went home, spent the rest of Sunday trying to figure out how to break up with Stephanie without it turning into a screaming match. Monday morning, my phone buzzed. "James. I can't believe I'm saying this, but fuck it. Yeah, I'll be there. Not because I want to, because she needs to stop doing this shit to people." "When?" "Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., her apartment. I'll be there at 10:15. You go in first, I'll knock. But I'm only staying long enough to tell her what I told you. Then I'm out. And after this, we're done. I don't want any follow-up. I don't want to be friends. I just want to move on. Deal?" "Deal." Update 2. Tuesday morning at 10 a.m., I knocked on Stephanie's door. My hands were shaking. I'd barely slept. She answered in pajamas, surprised. "Lucas, I thought you were coming over this afternoon." "Change of plans. Can I come in?" "Sure, but I'm not dressed yet." "That's fine. This won't take long." I walked into her living room. She followed, looking confused. "Is everything okay?" "I met with James, your ex." Her face went from confused to pale to angry in about 2 seconds. "You what?" "I reached out to him, asked why you guys really broke up." "You had no fucking right to do that. He told me you did the same thing to him that you've been doing to me, compared him to your ex the whole time you were together, made him feel like he wasn't good enough." "That's bullshit." "Is it? Because it matches exactly what you've been doing to me for 10 months. James is a liar. He's still bitter about our breakup and he's trying to turn you against me. He didn't want to talk to me at first. I had to convince him. He didn't want anything to do with your drama." "Then why did he—" There was a knock at the door. "Who the fuck is that?" she snapped. "That's James. I asked if he'd be willing to tell you what he told me." "Are you fucking kidding me right now? You brought him here? To my apartment?" I walked to the door, opened it. James stood there looking like he regretted every decision that led to this moment. Stephanie's reaction wasn't a freeze. It was immediate rage. "Get out! Both of you get the fuck out of my apartment right now!" James held up his hands. "I'm just here to say one thing. I don't want to hear anything from you. You have no right to be here." "Stephanie, you did to Lucas exactly what you did to me. You made him feel like he wasn't—" "Fuck you! You're a pathetic, insecure asshole who couldn't handle that I had a life before you. I spent a year listening to you compare me to your ex every single day. And now you're doing it to him. That's not normal. Get out!" She was screaming now, grabbed a coffee mug off the table. For a second, I thought she might throw it. James backed toward the door. "I'm leaving, but Lucas deserves to know what he's dealing with." "Oh, Lucas deserves to know. How about Lucas deserves to know that you're a manipulative piece of shit who's trying to ruin my relationship because you can't move on?" "I have moved on. You're the one who texted me 2 weeks ago saying you missed me." "That was friendly. It wasn't friendly. You wanted to keep me as a backup. Same way you're probably keeping Lucas as a backup for whoever comes next. She threw the mug, not at James, but at the wall next to the door. It shattered. James left, just turned and walked out fast. I stood there. Stephanie was shaking, crying now, switched from rage to tears in seconds. How could you do this to me? How could you bring him here? You spent 10 months telling me I wasn't good enough. I was trying to help you improve. By comparing me to someone you treated the same way? That's not... He's lying. He's not. She was screaming again, sobbing, pointing at the door. I left, heard her slam the door behind me so hard the whole hallway shook. Update 3. I sat in my car shaking. That was way worse than I thought it would be. James texted, "That was fucking awful. I'm blocking her number. Don't contact me again. Good luck." That was it. No friendship, no breakfast. He was done. My phone started blowing up. Stephanie, calls, texts, voicemails. I didn't answer any of them. The messages cycled through everything. "You're a fucking asshole. I can't believe you ambushed me like that. James is lying about everything. He's trying to manipulate you. I'm sorry. Can we please talk? I didn't mean to make you feel bad. You violated my trust. You contacted my ex behind my back. That's psychotic. Please answer. I love you. We can work through this. Fuck you. You and James deserve each other." Over and over. For hours. I didn't respond. Just turned off my phone and tried to process what happened. The next day, I sent one email. "You spent 10 months making me feel like I wasn't enough. I'm done." Then I blocked her everywhere. Final update. It's been 5 weeks. I haven't talked to Stephanie since. Blocked her on everything. James never responded to any follow-up messages. I tried once to say thanks, but he didn't reply. I get it. He didn't want to be part of this. He did me a favor and moved on. I heard through a mutual friend that Stephanie's telling people I conspired with her ex to attack her. Says I'm unstable and jealous. The friend who told me seemed skeptical, though. Said Stephanie's version of events didn't quite add up. I'm not dating anyone. Honestly, I'm still trying to figure out if I handled that right. Part of me thinks it was necessary. Part of me thinks I just wanted to hurt her the way she hurt me. Maybe both are true. What I know for sure, I spent 10 months feeling inadequate. And one conversation with James, messy and uncomfortable as it was, showed me it was never about me. I learned that when someone constantly compares you to their ex, it's about control. I learned that standards can be a weapon. And I learned that sometimes you need confirmation from someone who's been through it to trust your own instincts. I'm Lucas, 31, single, still processing. And I don't regret reaching out to James, even if it ended badly. That's enough.